Hello, everybody. Welcome to Facebook Friday. I see some of you guys are getting settled in, and I am so happy that you're here today watching. It is Friday, June 9th, and I'm going to make a fun card today using two stamp sets. We're going to use Good Feelings and Petal Park. So we're going to have a little floral seed packet card. So that's going to be kind of fun. So I just have a couple things I'm going to tell you guys before I get started. Let me start out by introducing myself if it is the first time that you are watching me, or if you're returning, welcome. I am so happy you're here today. My name is Anne Marie Heil, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. You can find me... Somebody found a toy. You can find me over on my blog at stampinan.com. And whether you're watching this video live on Facebook, where right now it's live. It's Friday, June 9th at 4 p.m. Central Time. That's my normal time to go live on Facebook. But you could be watching the replay here on Facebook, or you could be watching the replay on YouTube. So tomorrow on Saturday, I will put this video up on YouTube as well. So wherever you're watching, welcome. I'd love for you to leave a comment. Whether you're live watching the replay, just say hi and let me know you're here. I love to connect with you guys. Okay. In the description of the video, no matter where you're watching, there's links over to my blog, to shop in my online store. If you're on Facebook, there's a link to Instagram. If you're on Instagram, there's a link to Facebook, all that good stuff. There's also a link to my upcoming club in there. I'd love for you to check that out because we've got a couple days left to register for that. And yeah, so what we're going to do today is we're going to create a project with these two stamp sets. But first, before I get to that, I'm going to give away some prizes from last week's Facebook Friday. And I'm just going to tell you real quickly about my club so you don't miss out on a chance to register. So there's a host code right here. If you need to pick up any Stampin' Up! Product, I'd love to help you out with that. You can shop. There's a direct link to shop in the description of the video, or you can find the link over at stampinan.com. But if you do shop with that host code, I send you some extra little goodies to say thank you as well. So welcome. And I know I probably missed a whole bunch of you guys as I was saying hi. I will go back and catch up after the video is over. And also I do want to mention that the project that I make today, if you'd like a list of measurements and a supply list of what I've used today, that goes out to my email subscribers. So if you're part of my email list, that will go out on Saturday. So my newsletters go out on Saturday via email, and included in that is my project sheet for Facebook Friday. So it's a fun little sheet. It has a picture of the front and the inside of the card along with measurements and a supply list. The video serves as your tutorial. So, if you'd like that, that's completely free. And, that's just a way to say thank you for subscribing to my newsletter. It's a great way for me to catch up with you and let you know what's going on in my world, and just stay connected with you. If you're watching Facebook Live right now, I just popped the link to my email list sign up form in the comments. So it just popped up in the comments right now. So you can click on that, fill out that little form, and then you will get tomorrow's project sheet. It'll also have last week's project sheet on it as well, which is this card here. I made this fun little card with the supremely awesome stamp set. It is this stamp set in the Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. And so this was a fun card we made last week. And on that note, I'm going to give away a prize. So what I do every week for everyone who shares the video, I enter them into a drawing to win the card that I make on Facebook Friday. So this was a card I made last week. So everybody who shared, whether you share on Facebook, YouTube, via Messenger, send the link to your friend, just leave me a comment. I put everybody's name into a drawing, and I draw one winner to win this card. So our pizza card with the cute little inside. I love this. Together we make a deluxe combo. I think it's so cute. So the winner of this card is Dawn Hutchins for sharing last week. Thank you so much, Dawn. So congratulations. And Dawn, I have your address, actually, so I can pop that cutie in the mail to you. And then for everybody who comments, just leaves a comment, interacts in the video, I make sure to put everybody who just comments and says hi and interacts throughout the video. I put you in a drawing as well for another card. Sometimes it's the same card that I made if I have a second one. If I don't, I just go to the card stash and I pick out something fun. So you'll still get a great card. I love this one. We made this on Facebook Friday a little bit ago, but it was unclaimed by the recipient, so I'm gonna send it to another home. This one's cute. It says, this is, I think, Country Floral Lane, Country Floral, something, can't remember. Didn't look, not prepared. But this cute little card, it says, just wanted to say, I love that we are friends. I just think that's a fun card to send to a friend. So hello, Sandy. Nice to see you there. So the winner for this card for commenting is Darlene Reed. Darlene, I have your address too. So I got lucky this week. When I pulled the names, I went, oh, I got lucky. I've got addresses for these folks. So hooray, congratulations. But as with anything, you can always reach me at my email at annemariheil@gmail.com. If you ever have any questions, you can message me here on the Facebook page or send me an email as well. But ladies, I have your addresses and I will pop these little cards in the mail to you. If they don't go out tomorrow, they'll go out for sure first thing Monday morning. I have a ton of errands to run on Monday and the post office is on that list. So if they don't go out tomorrow, they'll go out on Monday. So congratulations. So if you would like to share this video, just leave me a comment and then you'll be entered into a drawing, and I'd love for you to say hi and let me know where you're visiting from as well. Okay, next up, I want to tell you about my monthly club. We are right in the middle of registration for that right now. So every month I send out a wonderfully curated packet of product to create with. And what we do is we pick a bundle or a stamp and die or stamp and punch set. It may not necessarily be a bundle, but they'll go together. But we pick out products to work with. And Cultivated Creativity is my monthly club. We design 5 projects for you, 4 cards, 1 non-card. So it could be a box. It could be a treat holder of some sort. This month it's a notepad holder. So every month they're a little bit different. And you'll get the consumable supplies. You'll get $20 up to $20 in consumable supplies to create your projects. What you will need to create the club projects is the stamp set that we're using and the die or punch that we're using. So in this case, anything that's done for club this month that uses either of these things, you'll have to have these to do. Everything else will be cut and prepped for you. So you're going to need stamps, ink, adhesives. So all of that you will need to do with club, but everything else is done for you. I send you a full PDF tutorial that tells you step by step how to put the projects together. And it's a lot of fun. And there's always some extra thank you goodies in there from me. There is a 6th bonus project that you'll get the PDF tutorial for. I also create that card for you as a thank you. And then there's always a goodie in there too. There's always something to snack on in there because I just think it's fun. I like to try and find fun things to put in there that kind of coordinate sometimes, depending on what we're using. I have to stretch a little bit, but there's always something yummy in there to snack on. So that's Cultivated Creativity. Registration is open right now. Now, the way the club works is when you sign up, you're set up for a subscription. There's no obligation, you guys. You can stay as long or as little as you'd like. You just set up your payment profile, and as long as you cancel before your next month billing, then you're good to go. If you are billed, I can't refund that month for you because I order supplies based on when you purchase. But you can stay for as long or as short as you want. There's no commitment. However, if you do stay for 6 months consecutively, on the 6th month, you get a little goodie from me that's valued up to $25 of product. And my first round of goodies went out for this month's kit that just shipped out at the first of the month, or last month's kit, I should say, because this is a June kit, so May's kit. So there are a couple people that got their May kit with their $25 goodie bag in there. So, and I have more people getting it this month too. So that's another added perk to sticking with the club. The club is $39 a month US, and that includes shipping. So easy peasy, can't get much easier than that. You get a lot in there for the money, and it's a great dose of creative inspiration. So let me show you a sneak peek of the projects for this month using Layering Leaves. I absolutely love that bundle because it has lots of great sentiments. So, and also anything in the in your kits, like if we use another die set that isn't that punch, that bow punch, that's cut for you already, but no stamping. So you'll need stamps, inks, and adhesive, and that's it. Everything else you'll be able to put together. Now, if you want more info on that, there's a link in the description of this video on YouTube or Facebook, so you can check it out over on my blog. It'll tell you what inks you need this month over on my blog. It'll share a little sneak peek photo too, and you'll get to see pictures of past kits as well. So let me show you a kind of a sneak peek. I'm going to do a quick little flyby. We have a fun little card. This is a very unique little fun, interesting card. I love the way that came together. We have another really beautiful card here. Lots of layers on these projects, which I'm super excited about. We have another unique little seed packet card. Have a fun little fun fold. And then our non-card is an adorable little notepad holder. So here is just kind of an overview. You'll get everything you need to create all of these things here. So it's a super cute little kit. And then the bonus project is just this fun. I love this, clean and simple, great way to show how to use the stamping on this. So you get a lot of good stuff in there. I know there are quite a few of you who are watching who do get club. I'd love for you to chime in the comments if you love it. And I'm so happy to send them to you every month. I get so excited to pack them up, and I hope you get excited to make the projects because they are a lot of fun to put together. So that is the June Cultivated Creativity Club. I'd love for you to check it out. There's still time to sign up. Registration is open through the 20th of this month. After the 20th, what I do is I order all the supplies for everybody, cut and prep all of your kits, and they will ship to you by the 1st of the month. And you'll get an email confirmation with your shipping information when it does ship out. And if you ever have any issues or want to know where your package is, you can check with that, or you can reach out to me. I'm always here to help. So I hope you'll check it out. It's a lot of fun and good. Oh, Katie's here. Katie says, absolutely love it. That makes my heart so happy, Katie. I love putting these together for you. This has just been, it's such a fun project, and I just love that you guys love them. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie, you guys, when I'm cutting, I cut an extra kit for myself so I can put them together again. Spoiler alert. That's what I do for fun, is I put them together and just have some fun stamping. So, sometimes you just need to have some fun crafting time, right? All right, let's make our project today. We're going to make a seed packet card. Uh-oh, where's mine? Here it is. So this, we're not going to make this one. I'm going to show you one. We're going to make it in a different color palette. So this is based off of, oh, Shirley says, I love it. Can't go wrong with the club. I look forward to the 1st of the month. I'm fantastic. Oh, thank you, Shirley. I'm going to reach through and give all of you a hug. Thank you so much. That makes my day. So, today's seed packet card is going to be really fun. These make fun gifts to send to everyone. And you're just going to love putting this together. It just looks like a regular card, but it has a fun little surprise inside. Now, I made this for a seed packet swap that I did a while back, and I never shared it. So I was like, what? How could I make this and never share it? So we're going to put it together today with product that isn't retired so I can show you how to put it together. So once again, if you want the measurements and a supply list for the card we make today, that'll go out to my newsletter subscribers tomorrow. Okay, and tomorrow means Saturday, June 10th. So if you're watching this at a much later date, just note that date. If you do sign up for my newsletter, you'll get a project sheet that week for sure. It might just not be this one, depending on the date, okay? So I just want to make sure I'm clear with that. Hey, Susan, nice to see you there. I know I'm missing a bunch of comments. Oh, Anita received the kit. Very pretty cards. Nicole likes it too. Hi, Amanda. All right, awesome. So, and a little shout out to Amanda, because Amanda helped me sort and do some stuff with the kit last month. So Amanda's kind of a rock star. So I want to give her a little shout out too. So thank you very much, Amanda. So here's our seed packet card. Looks like a regular card, right? Yeah, what's this, Anne Marie? How's this a seed packet card? Super cute. I can't remember this retired stamp set off the top of my head. Maybe it's called Covered in Sunshine, something like that. But it just retired as the catalog switched over. These little flowers are from the Sweet Citrus bundle, but and this is some retired paper. But we're going to recreate it today. And on the inside, we have a fun little packet that you can put your little seed packets in. And these are great to send to friends. I know it's a little late probably for planting in some areas. It's a little late here in Texas, but you know what? If I got seeds in the mail from a friend, I'm going to plant them anyway. So, cuz I love flowers. I don't know if you guys know, but we have a huge garden backyard planting situation, and I love plants. I know if you're friends with me on Facebook, personally, you've probably seen some of my pictures of my yard on occasion. I'm obsessed with plants, so I'm never going to say no to seeds. So we're going to make it today with some new product that is current. So here are my seeds. We're going to do some petunias. That's just what I happen to grab. So we have some petunia seeds to make our card. And as I mentioned, I'm going to be using Petal Park and Good Feelings. I love a big, bold sentiment set. If you don't have this set, I think you should get it. I'm all about big, bold sentiments. And for today's card, I just kind of I was going through when I was planning this out, and I thought, what's a good sentiment for a seed packet card? And I kind of love this, sending sunshine and good feelings your way. Sunshine, flowers, plants, happy. I don't know, thought it worked. The You're on My Mind and in My Heart would work too. I don't know. I just think I love the big, bold sentiment with these pretty Petal Park flowers. So that's what we're going to use. And I'm bound and determined I'm going to keep myself organized today. As you know, it always starts out, I start out with great intentions, and it just turns into just a pile of stuff at the end. So here we go. Those are my cut pieces. So I'm going to start out by using this paper. Where is it? Here it is. This is the Delightfully Eclectic Designer Series paper. Now this is in the annual catalog. I'm going to show it to you, I think, in the catalog, because this is one of those mega packs of paper, and that has a lot in it. So it's a big one. So here we go. It is this paper right here on page 129. And this is a big set. It's 48 sheets. You get 4 each of 12 different designs. And it coordinates with tons of sets in the annual catalog. So there's like some little pretzel paper in there, which I think is a hoot. There's daisy paper in there. There's little strawberries. And lots of fun little florals pickled in too. So I always love a good honkin' Designer Series paper pack that has a lot to offer. And this one's kind of fun. It even has one with little letters in it that you could even cut apart if you wanted to make a personalized card or something like that. But this is the paper we're going to use today for our seed packet card. Here we go. So we're going to start out with a regular card base. We're doing Night of Navy for our color palette. Let me show you our color palette. We have Night of Navy, Fresh Freesia, Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, and Garden Green. Those are the colors that we're working with today. Okay, so these are my little cut pieces. I'm going to put those off to the side. So we have a regular standard card base. Again, you know, seed packets are kind of fun because like you have one that's a little bit more elaborate, like the one that we're doing in my club this month. And then this one's kind of fun in just a basic one that's really super mailable. Just kind of shows some fun ways to send out these seed packets. I really like sending these out. I hope you guys do too. Okay, and I'm probably, okay, I want to make sure I have everything where it needs to be before I get started. So we're just going to get started. This is 5.5 by 8.5 and 4 1/4 score line, and it's just a standard card base. Then we're going to move into a piece of Fresh Freesia and then a piece of our Designer Series paper. Now this has these real dainty florals on one side. The other side is this Misty Moonlight Plaid, and I use this on Sunday on my blog with motorcycles. So if you want to check that out, head over to stampinand.com and you can see that pattern in use on Sunday. So we're just going to stick these layers together. Pretty easy peasy. I like a project that shows off a lot of Designer Series paper. I don't know about you guys, but I buy a lot of Designer Series paper. I'm not going to say I hoard it. I'm going to say I collect it. No. I love Designer Series paper. I love pattern paper. I saw a fun little somebody shared one of those little memes on Facebook, and it said, you know, you really like someone as a crafter when you send them a card with the good paper. We all know, I mean, do you guys have the good paper in your stash, or, you know, the patterns that you really, really like? So you know you like somebody if you bust into the good paper for them. And this one I just think is fun because it has a lot of versatile prints in it, and you get a lot of it. So if you're making multiple cards, it's just a good set for that. And Fresh Freesia, I am learning, is the color that can do no wrong. I love Fresh Freesia. Raise your hand or hit the heart button or the like button if you love Fresh Freesia. This is a color that I'm so happy has carried over into the new catalog. I put that on crooked. And I just find that no matter what you pair Fresh Freesia with, it always seems to look good. I don't know why. So it is, and I'm not a purple girl. I am a pink girl through and through, but let me tell you, Fresh Freesia has made me a convert. So there's the front of our card, which is already super pretty. And now we're going to do our stamping, and I just have our big honkin' sentiment, sending sunshine and good feelings your way. We're going to do some Night of Navy. And on my original card, I heat embossed the sentiment in white. On this particular card, I'm going to just do Night of Navy. I was going to heat emboss on white, but I think on the lighter Fresh Freesia, I was a little worried that the heat embossing would get lost on it. But you could always heat emboss if you wanted to in white. I just kind of liked, I don't know, I like the contrast with the little bit darker Night of Navy. Kind of made the sentiment stand out just a little bit. All right, big inked up stamp. Let me put this somewhere where it won't get on my fingers or on my project. Okay, so next up, we're gonna use, where are my dies? Whoa, I just dropped an ink pad. It's okay. We'll come back to it. We're using Radiating Stitches. Radiating Stitches is an online exclusive. So this is not available in the Stampin' Up! Annual catalog. However, it is available online right now. So if you go to Stampin'Up.com, you can either search Radiating Stitches, or you can look for the online exclusives tab and it'll pop up. And I love this because there's 4 frames, a couple little circles, and then this cute little heart. We're going to use the heart too. So we're going to use the middle square from Radiating Stitches. And I am going to die cut this. This sentiment, it's almost too big on one side, but it's okay. It's still going to work. I just need to make sure it is centered the way I want it. So I'm going to put some Post-its, or if you have Post-it tape or washi tape, you can use that too. But I'm going to make sure that's nice and secure. I'm going to do my die cutting off the video real quick because it's the only die cutting we're doing. I did one in advance, but the ink smeared. So I thought, well, I'll use it if I don't cut this one right, but it's okay. So here's my first one. I did one in, I don't know, where did the ink smear? I guess you can't really, oh, here it is, right here, right on Feelings. There's a big smear. But see how it goes just a little bit into the stitching? That doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, you can always use a different die set. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it mostly, like 90% fits, 95% fits on there, right? Is that the right percentage? I don't know. So we have that. And then I am actually just going to add a little basic white layer behind it just to kind of pop it up a little bit, just to give it a little oomph. You could very easily just put it on by itself, but I want to pick up that little tiny pop of basic white in there. So I'm just going to put a layer behind it. It's about a 1/8 inch layer. And again, if you need measurements, all of that will be sent to you if you're on my email list. And again, I don't think this layer is necessary, but I found when I put the white behind it, it kind of made the stitches pop a little bit more for me, where I felt they got lost on the darker background. So there we go. Ooh, we're in a dimensional shortage over here, guys. I'm running out of dimensionals. Let's see if we can make it work with what I have today. I'm going to use all the bits. I think we have just enough, just enough on this sheet to make it work. Oh, except I still have to put my little flowers on. We'll see. If I have to run across the room and get more, I will. I'll probably trip over a dog and probably fall, and that'll be even more comical, but I can get him if I need to. Oh, probably need to take those backings off. I'll just put that on the front of the card. Okay. And there you go. I love layers, you guys. I don't think a card can ever have too many layers, but if you're a little more simplistic, you might want to skip a layer. I don't know. I like it. Okay, right on the front. Oh, I love a big sentiment, don't you? I love it. Dimensional crisis mode activated. So, I know I'm always running out of something when I get started. I don't know. I need to check all that before I get going. Okay, here we go. So we have most of our card base done. We're going to do a little bit of stamping. Let's grab all of our pieces here. So you could just as easily, I think I still need garden green. I dropped my Versamark. Sorry about that. It fell. Garden green. I can sneak it out. Whoa, I was taking my laptop down and everything. Yikes. Okay, so we're going to stamp. Let me just make sure I get, well, I have a strip. I just have a strip here of garden green cardstock, and I'm going to do garden green on garden green. And again, if you didn't want to stamp, you could just easily just use the punched image. I just like the extra detail from the stamping. And I'm going to do 3 sets of leaves, and then we're going to do a Calypso Coral. I think we're going to do a medium flower in Calypso Coral. I don't know how these are going to look stamped, so I'm going to try something. I'm going to do 2 things. So I'm going to stamp Calypso Coral on Calypso Coral for a medium flower. And then I'm going to stamp, bear with me for one thing. I'm going to stamp 2 small flowers in, I'm always doing this. I just put a fresh new sheet down, so I need a scrap paper. Hold on. So I don't ruin my fresh new sheet. I got to get at least 2 weeks out of it. I'm going to do a small flower in Calypso Coral on Petal Pink. And I'm also going to do Petal Pink on Petal Pink because I want to see what the difference looks like once they're punched. So bear with me. We're going to make some extra, but we're going to see how they look. Clean that off. And then we'll do 2 flowers, Petal Pink on Petal Pink. And these are going to be the small ones. I stamped that way too low. Hold on. Okay. Because I don't know which ones I'm going to like better in the end. So we'll see. Okay, so we have Petal Pink is done, Calypso Coral is done, and Garden Green is done. We'll probably do more stamping on the inside. I just haven't really figured out what we're going to do yet. So we're just going to kind of go with the flow. So let's move. Let's get our punch. Punch our leaves first because that's easy. Just going to feed that in. You know, I always try and punch in the direction that the punch is aligned, and I'm always off. Anybody else? Nah. Let's see. Kind of thought, oh, I'll be fine with a strip. No, I won't. Okay, we're going to have to use Post-its because I stamped these a little too close together, but it's okay. We'll have a Post-it to the rescue. So we'll just put our Post-it on there. Oops, get in there. And just kind of sneak it into our punch right here. Oh, you little bugger. It's just a little too long. I always try to cut the paper the way I think it should go in the punch. Does anybody else do that? And then I'm always like backwards. So it's okay. I love punches. Usually I just kind of use scraps when I use punches. So, but I'm trying to be all organized for the video and I'm ending up being more messy than I intended. So here's one. That was a lot of work for one leaf, huh? Maybe we can sneak another one in here without. I'm gonna have to use another Post-it. Okay, let's do this one because this one's the easy one. Maybe I can do it without a Post-it. Let's see. I can. Let me grab my tweezers. Oh, for heaven's sake. Hello, Michelle. How are you? It's Saturday morning in Australia. Welcome. It's so nice to see you, my friend. Michelle is such a sweetheart. I actually did a presentation for Stampin' Up! At Onstage with Michelle. She was a co-presenter, and that's how I met her. And she's such a sweetheart. I'm so glad you're here today, Michelle. Shirley says, I'm making you feel a lot better about punches. I am not doing a good demonstration to show you, like, punches are so easy. Here, watch me struggle with it for 10 minutes. I am just not doing well with this today. Here, let me get some tweezers. Yeah, Sue says you can take your pick tool to move it around. You can. You can use your take your pick tool. You can use some tweezers. There's a lot of different things you can do to hold it in place. When you're cutting out these when a punch has multiple images, sometimes it gets a little challenging when you're using multiple colors, but holy cow. Okay. Hold on. We're going to regroup and we're going to do this right. And I'm going to stop trying to putz around and do this weird. Okay, we're just going to do it right. We're going to use the Post-it. It's the easiest way to guide the paper in there, and I need to stop trying to cut corners. It's still too long, for heaven's sake. Okay. This is a great punch, you guys. You should really get it. I'm kidding. Guys, you just have to laugh sometimes, because if I'm struggling with this in my craft room, I'm sure you guys probably do on occasion too. And it happens. It's always less of a struggle when you don't have a live video going on. That is for sure. So if I was not on this video, all of these punches and more would have already been cut out. But because I'm on this video, I'm riding the struggle bus. But I don't care. It's okay. It's fine. We're going to be fine. They're going to be so pretty when we cut them out. Okay. I think I've learned my lesson and trimmed it enough. Jeez, there's Post-its everywhere. Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, everybody has turned off their video and moved on to do something else. Just bear with me, guys. Sorry. I honestly thought I had this strip cut the way it was supposed to go into the punch, but it's operator error, you guys. It's my fault. I'm about ready to fussy cut this leaf. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm running out of patience. There. Oh, you little stinker. All right, whoever wins this card, just know how hard I work to get those leaves for you. There, finally. Holy cow. And I even cut it. Oh, it's crooked. I got to trim a little off the edge. I cut it a little weird. All right, never mind. Okay, that punch just annoyed me. I'm super salty with this punch right now. So, it is what it is. All right, let's get all the bits out. These flowers better be easier to cut. Or we're never going to use this one again. Okay. Oh, good. This one has all different ways it goes. Perfect. Let's see how it fits. Let's see how these flowers make me upset. I think this is the right way. You guys, I'm getting so annoyed with this punch right now. I've never had this much struggle with it. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, that's the Calypso Coral one. And I'm going to do the other one in Petal Pink just till we figure out what we want to do. I'm not going to cut all of them because I'm already agitated. So I'm not going to cut all of them. We'll figure out what color we want to use, and then I'll go back and cut the other one. And then we have our, even this one's annoying me. Yikes. You guys, I use this stamp set like all the time, and I've never had this much of a struggle with it. Yeah, it is what it is. What can you do? The flowers fit really specifically. Rawr. Okay, so now let's get back to our card that took 45 minutes to punch like 4 things. So we're going to assemble some flowers. And now we have to determine, do we like Petal Pink on Petal Pink or Calypso Coral on Petal Pink? Kind of liking Petal Pink on Petal Pink, just so it's continuous. What do you guys think? I'm going to cut this one. Tell me what you think, because it'll take me that long to figure out how to line this up in the punch again. I think the Calypso Coral stands out a little too much. Petal Pink on Petal Pink. Okay, that's what we're going with, Carol. Because good night. If we have to cut more, we're going to be here till the end of time. Okay, we have... So in the end, after all of that chaos, you're going to have a Calypso Coral floral flower, 3 leaves, and 2 small Petal Pink florals. God willing. And now we're going to use some glue dots too. My glue dots. I kept a little bit of excess on there. Okay, so we're going to put some of these. Couple little glue dots. Guys, I'm telling you right now, if you make this card, it's not going to take you as long as it's taking me. For some reason, do you guys just ever have those days where it's like, if you try to do everything right and you just struggle? I'm having that kind of day with this today. So it's okay though. It happens sometimes, and I'm okay with it. I think we're going to pop these up. Why not? What's the worst thing that can happen? It'll just take another 10 minutes to do the same thing. Okay, so we're going to put some little pieces of dimensionals on the back. Carol says she has those days every day. Okay, Carol, we're commiserating together. It happens sometimes. Some days it's like, some days I stamp and it's so effortless, and other days I'm just like, nothing stamps correctly. So clearly it always has to be when I'm on a video. So I'm going to stick a little leaf on the back. But it is what it is, right? Okay, and we're just going to accent with some flowers. This particular card, on the original card, I did some ribbon. And on this card, I don't think I'm going to. I don't think it needs ribbon, but we are going to put some bling on there. So we'll tuck in a couple leaves just to kind of frame the sentiment. We're done. That took, heavens, that took like forever, didn't it? But it's cute, so I think it was worth it. I don't like where that's placed. There we go. I want it up a little higher. That little pop of white was bugging me. Okay, and then we're going to pop on, I should be using my Take Your Pick tool. That would sure make life a lot easier, but we're fine. We're just doing 3 rhinestones. And I don't think it needs any ribbon because I think the rhinestones do the trick. Whew! All right, the front of the card's done. How long did that take? Forever. Seed packet. Here we go. So I have another coordinating piece of Designer Series paper for the inside. This is 4 by 5.5, and all we're going to do is take the paper trimmer, and I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to cut almost corner, just real close to the edge corner here. Just going to leave a little bit off to about here. So the seed packet can peek through a little bit, but it gives it a little place to hold, and then just slide it off. So you can take a little triangular piece off, and it's almost to the edge, just so I have some place to put my adhesive. And I have another coordinating piece of Designer Series paper from the front to put here on the bottom. I just like how these patterns look together, especially the Fresh Freesia with the Night of Navy. I think it's really pretty. So how's everybody's day going out there? I always like to ask, does anybody have anything going on this weekend? What is this weekend? The second weekend in June, I think. It's crazy. I just feel like everything is just flying by this year. And then I'm going to use the Radiating Stitches heart because I used it on the front of the card. I used those dies. So I just thought the heart was kind of fun to put on the inside. And I'm just going to stick it down with some liquid glue. Just kind of like it right in the middle. On the other card, I did a little sun with the Radiating Stitches, and this one, I just thought the heart was kind of cute. So then when you assemble this, that pattern's really pretty too. I always hate when there's like a paper that I like both patterns on both sides. So I'm just going to take a real thin line of liquid glue. Hold on. I have to double check. Did I use liquid glue or did I use... I think I did liquid glue on this card. You can use liquid glue or you can use Terran tape on this, but the key is if you're going to use liquid glue, do a thin line and make sure you give it time to dry before you jam that seed packet in there. Because you don't want your seed packet to end up sticking to the glue. So I'm just kind of going around 3 edges, and I'm leaving that whole diagonal open. Okay, so I have a thin layer of liquid glue. Again, you could do Terran tape if you wanted to as well. And then I'm just going to pop that on this side, the front inside flap. Don't those patterns look so pretty? And if you have any, just use a thin line of liquid glue. You want enough that it'll stick, but not enough that it'll ooze out. So don't go too crazy. I just love how that pops. And then on this side, hi, Patricia. Oh, it's your first time watching. Well, you joined at the right time because we just had like a whole punch debacle. So thanks for being here. I'm glad it's your first time watching. Don't judge me on that punch situation because it was kind of a mess, but it's okay. We got through it. We got everything punched. It just took a while. You know, I don't think I've had enough caffeine today. That might be my problem. All right, now let's look at our sentiments and see if we can put anything on the inside. You can tell me what you guys think. I'll give you a chance to vote. Where are our sentiments? Where are they? Here they are. So on the front, we have sending sunshine and good feelings your way. We could do hip, hip, hooray, because it kind of rhymes, or we could just do hooray. Or we could do thank you. I don't know. What do you think? Do you just want to do a simple hooray? So I don't have to try and line up 2 stamp sets? You guys, I put this paper on crooked. Ooh, have you ever just had one of those days? So I'm going to flip this paper over and I'm going to reattach the DSP because I put it on crooked. Look at that. What in the world? I swear I've stamped before. You'd never know it by the way I'm carrying on today. Hooray for graduation. If the Hip Hip Hooray was all one stamp set, I would vote for that. Or one stamp, I would vote for that. But since it's two, I would just vote for one. I would just vote for one sentiment because I really don't want to line them up because they're cling. I'm lazy. Sorry. I'm a bad stamper today. I'm like, I want to be lazy, you guys. All right. I'm going to go back and look. We've got Hooray for Graduation. Carol's the only one who voted. Everybody else left because they were like, you're taking too long. So we've got Sending Sunshine and Good Feelings Your Way. Can just do, I think I'm just going to pop it down on the bottom. Hooray. And then you could say whatever you want to. How's that? I think that works. Carol, since you're the only one who voted, you win. So you guys are being awfully quiet today. So here we go. Just a simple hooray. So we can make this end already. No, I'm kidding. Perfect. I think that works. What do you guys think? Maybe is it a full moon? Is that? I just saw it's got to be today. I'm trying to color with my blends and it looks like a preschooler's coloring the image. I don't know. Maybe it's a full moon. Maybe it's just not a good stamping day. I don't know. Do you ever have one of those? I'm clearly having one today. Which is funny because I have to put a whole bunch of swaps together after this. Now I'm kind of scared. I'm thinking maybe I should just shelf it today and not do it. Maybe I'll just save that for a different day. I don't know if this is a sign of things to come. I kind of love having a whole decorated inside, right? It's just like, it's already pretty and then pow, it just has even more detail on the inside. So let's see, we've given this some time to dry. And now we can just slide our little petunias in. And in retrospect, you guys, I am so happy. I already stamped and punched 2 little flowers to already put on here. And they just tuck in there really nicely, and you could put any seeds in there. I picked these up at Dollar Tree or wherever you get them. Sometimes the price is on here, and that's why I punched 2 more flowers just to kind of add a little more interest to the front of this without, I don't know, I just don't like the big glaring price in your face. So I just covered the price with it, and I just think it makes it, I don't know, just a little extra detail that makes them even prettier. But our petunias are inside. Sure is pretty, right? And then here's the front. I have to pop another dimensional down here. I'm going to do a mini one, but I'll do it afterwards. But there it is. That is our seed pocket card. And I think it came out super cute despite this mess. But this is super fun. Again, if you want to see the original with the retired projects, got glue everywhere. Here's the original. So this has, and this is Orchid Oasis, crushed curry, and sweet sorbet. So this is some retired paper and all that good stuff. But, and the sentiment on the inside was from the Dragonfly, a retired Dragonfly stamp set. It says, may good things grow all year long. And if you have this stamp set, that sentiment is really good for seed pocket cards. So there's that one. Here's the one we did today with new product. And again, I didn't do any ribbon, but I don't think it needs it. I think the sentiment's bold enough that we can get by without it. I hope y'all love this. Thank you for bearing with me today. All my hiccups and all. And again, if you would like the project sheet, I'm losing my words now, the project sheet for today's cards with all the measurements for what I used and the full supply list for everything that's on here, that will go out to my email subscribers tomorrow. So if you're not already on my email list, please sign up. It's linked in the description of this video. And if you're watching on Facebook, it's also in the comments. So you can just kind of scroll back and you can find the link and sign up there. So I hope you guys love this. And I just think these are really fun gifts. And once you make a couple of these, you'll just love sending them. And they're a great thing to send, you know, spring, summer, just to send to a friend to let them know you're thinking about them. And, you know, they can plant their flowers, and when their flowers bloom, they can always think of you. So Anywho, hope y'all are going to have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me today. I'll be back next Friday at 4 p.m. Central. We will not be using that punch. I can assure you that. And I was going to do a simple Saturday tomorrow with a clean and simple card because I have a couple things I need. I have a deadline that I have to hit, and I'm just not going to be able to do it this week. So I'm hoping next week I'm going to be doing 2 Facebook Lives, one on Friday and one on Saturday. So stay tuned for that because I know you guys mentioned that you wanted to do clean and simple cards. So a couple times a month, I'll try and pepper in a Keep It Simple Saturday, okay? So not this week, but I'm planning on doing it for next week for sure. So thank you so much. I hope you'll have a great weekend. Have lots of fun if you have time to stamp this weekend. I hope you make beautiful things. Take good care, and happy stamping out there, everybody. Bye-bye.